All right, so here's an optional lesson, E1, a little bonus lesson, just showing you how you can change your symbol, your original symbol, and how to use another little feature. So now my toucan here in my example is not connected to the other toucans in this project. So I have a toucan that is, and if I go back out here to my artboards, I'll zoom out so you can see them all. You know, I've got a couple of different versions here because this one has the orange and this one has the orange and this one I edited and it's not connected to the others. But these two are connected to each other. And they are connected to this one that's in my symbols panel. And if I double click on this one, I will be editing that symbol and any symbols that are connected to it. So this is called symbol editing mode. It looks like that isolation mode. But here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to double click that one and we'll edit it. You could also like bring a copy in if it bothers you the way this looks on here, and then edit that copy and then just delete it. Okay, because you don't necessarily need it either way. Okay, so I'm in here and I'm going to make some changes, and we're going to just do something kind of fun. We're going to click on the head to activate that black path that's at the top. I'm going to zoom up because I have a lot of points here. And once I've clicked on that area, I am going to use there's some special tools over there we haven't looked at. The width tool, the warp tool, the twirl, pucker, bloat, scallop, crystallize, wrinkle, all kinds of fun different little ones that you can do. Just experiment with those a little bit to give him a different hairdo, I guess you would say. The warp tool is a popular tool in my classroom just for editing plain shapes. So the warp tool is going to give you what looks like a brush, and you just drag. See how I just drug? And it just lets you reshape. Kind of like Play-Doh in a way. Now, of course, his head is probably misshapen. It's fine a little bit, but that's how that works. If you want to change the size of that brush, you do double click it. And then I have like 100 by 100 brush, but you can change that brush size right there. Then there's other tools under here too. Twirl, pucker. So if I go to twirl and I click on one of these, see, it just twirls the whole thing. You don't have a ton of control over it. So it is kind of a little bit annoying to use. If you hold down the Alt key and then drag your mouse in, or like, see how I'm doing that? It resizes. So now if I twirl, it's going to twirl faster on littler pieces. See that? Let me click off of it. There you go. So we got like some crazy hair going on there. And then there's a bunch of other ones in here too. Crystallize, wrinkle, scallop, pucker, and bloat. And you can just kind of click on different things to see what they do. Again, holding down the Alt key while you're holding it down, dragging is how you can make the brush bigger or smaller. And then it will affect change faster. So if I click off of this now, you'll see a bunch of little, almost like he's got a little witch hat on or something. This looks pretty awful, honestly. So I'm going to undo most of it and go back to just kind of the basic one at the beginning, maybe with one little twirl right there. I think that's fine. Now, if I get out of my symbol editing mode and then I come out of here and zoom out, notice this guy and this guy are both updated because they are connected to the original symbol. But this guy is not, because I did break the link to him. So even if the next day I came in here, I'm like, you know what, that just looks awful. I don't like it at all. I could go back in here and I could make any changes that I wanted to. Again, just double click the symbol, pop back in here, make whatever changes that you want to make to it. You know, and again, we can go back to old school here. You know, we can go back to the knife. You know, I can come back and be like, okay, don't like it. We're going to cut that hair off right there. We're going to chop this thing, you know, right here. Oh, that's awful. I don't like that. You know, whatever, however you want to do it. And then I can grab a hold of those little chunks, you know, and delete whatever parts I want to get rid of as well. You know, and then go back to this, or, you know, go back and choose one of these tools again, like say that warp tool again, and just kind of, you know, pull on it a little bit. I have another piece stuck right there I didn't get rid of. There we go. Still can use your anchor points. You know, you've got all the different little tools at your disposal that we've been using all the way through. Kind of looks like a hat, but it's okay. Okay, and then again, get out of the symbol editing mode, and then every symbol will be updated to match. And that's the bonus lesson, how to update a symbol. Again, just simply double click it. It opens in its own little window.